Welcome to day 7 in your new journey with Jesus. Everybody likes a good story. There's something about stories that are just irresistible and draw people in. And now that you have a relationship with Jesus, you have a story. It's your own story. It's a very important story, and it's a story that can impact other people's lives. That's the way it happens in the Bible. That's the way it happens in real life. You look at reviews now. People buy a car. They choose a restaurant. They determine what products they're going to use based on the story, the testimony of somebody that they know and they trust. You have a tremendous opportunity for influence, just like a woman in John chapter 4. She had an encounter with Jesus that changed her whole life. And the first thing she did was go back to her community, find her friends and her neighbors, and tell them about Jesus. So she took them to where he was so that they can encounter him for themselves, and they believed. They became believers in Jesus because of her story. There are people that you know that are not yet following Jesus, but because you're willing to tell your story, just simply what your life is like now that Jesus is your Savior, they will listen to you, and their lives can be changed. It happened in John chapter 1 with the first disciples of Jesus. Andrew discovers that Jesus is the Messiah. The first thing he does is go and tell his brother Peter, who later became one of the greatest spokesmen in all of the Bible. How did that happen? Because Andrew shared his story. You have a story to tell. Your friends, your neighbors, your co-workers, your classmates, they will be interested in hearing it. And as you tell it, who knows? Maybe a whole community can be changed too through your story.